Hello, my name is Graciela Angeles. I'm a student in Public Health 2, and today I will be talking about the multi-state outbreak of Salmonella Tennessee infections linked to peanut butter. Salmonella serotype Tennessee is a strain of bacteria that can cause salmonellosis. Salmonellosis is an infection of the intestinal tract that occurs when foodborne pathogens called salmonella enter the body. An image of salmonella bacteria is shown to the right. When an outbreak of salmonellosis occurred in 2007, an association was found between the illness and consuming peanut butter, which is what we are investigating today. The statistics of the outbreak included 715 cases in 48 states and 8 deaths among those cases. Most of these people consumed at least one of 2 specific peanut butter brands. An epidemiological study was done comparing foods that ill and well people ate. Based on this, the sources were found to be Peter Pan peanut butter and Great Value peanut butter, since these brands were associated with the ill people. These brands are shown to the right. Thus, the main problem here is that these peanut butter brands were the source of salmonellosis infections. Upon further investigation, these were found to be made in the same Georgia facility. The CDC, FDA, and public health officials were all involved in this finding and decided to take further action. Open peanut butter jars were examined through product testing, confirming the presence of the Salmonella Tennessee outbreak strain. Shortly after, the plant producing these halted production and recalled those products, causing cases to significantly lessen. A strength in this case was that the FDA was quick, making sure to take action and spread the word right away. A weakness was that it may have missed some people, shown by the fact that some people continue to consume the peanut butter after recall. This shows that recalls are necessary but may not be as effective for food safety. An opportunity in this case is conducting more salmonella surveillance constantly and frequently. A threat is contamination of food plants, even with heat treatment, possibly leading to more outbreaks. As a result, this shows that we need better controls in these plants. The mission statement of the CDC, the main player in this case, is CDC works 24/7 to protect America from health, safety, and security threats, both foreign and in the U.S. The core issue here is the outbreak of salmonellosis, which took place in 2007. The root cause was that the peanut butter plant was environmentally contaminated. It is still somewhat unclear how the peanut butter became contaminated. Areas that could have been contaminated are the peanuts while they are being grown, harvested, and stored. Another area is the food processing plant. Salmonella could have traveled to the plant using raw products, water, animals, or even the humans that work there. The case solution was to recall products and prevent people from consuming those brands. To approach this case, we can use a health belief model. One area is perceived susceptibility, where we can show people that consuming the infected peanut butter will most likely cause one to develop salmonellosis. Also, there's perceived severity, showing that this infection is serious and can actually lead to deaths, as evidenced by the statistics. Another area is perceived barriers, showing people that giving up these brands of peanut butter will not be too difficult since there are many other brands. Giving up one brand does not mean giving up peanut butter forever. An alternative approach would be to control and prevent initial levels of salmonella in raw materials, which is in this case peanuts. We can make sure that these definitely do not have salmonella bacteria. Another approach would be to make contamination less likely by implementing good hygienic practices during handling, storing, and packaging. For example, food plants can use filtered air, make sure everything is clean, and separate wet and dry processing steps. One recommendation in this case would be to start conducting monthly contaminant checks and requiring stricter controls in order to lessen the chance of contamination in food processing plants. Another recommendation would be to educate the public more about salmonella and salmonellosis. For example, people could be taught more about the symptoms of the infection, which are shown on the right. This way, they'd be able to identify the disease quickly and identify what caused it, making future investigations easier and minimizing future outbreaks. This would be a potential action plan for preventing future salmonellosis outbreaks from peanut butter. Overall, actions would involve the FDA, CDC, and public health agencies, both state and local, because all of these are tasked with protecting the public's health. They can help with investigating foods that can be contaminated, preventing the disease from spreading further, and warning the public. By 2020, hopefully more of the public will know about salmonella and how to avoid it. A policy should be implemented by 2021 on controls and practices in food production plants. By 2022, more research should be done on preventing salmonellosis and the presence of salmonella as a whole. 2023 should involve adding more info, such as precautions and instructions to product labels, which can be done by governments and food hygiene programs. My opinion on this is pretty basic because I did not know much about it to begin with. People would tell me about why salmonella is dangerous, but I did not know much about where it grows. I really only knew that you could get infected through raw eggs. I had no idea that seemingly harmless substances such as peanut butter could put you at risk. This outbreak especially scares me because I consume peanut butter often, meaning it could have affected me just as easily. Upon learning about this outbreak, I have learned to be careful about what I eat and be able to identify a salmonella infection as quickly as possible. Thus, in my opinion, this outbreak is significant because it shows how important it is to educate the public on salmonellosis, including what it is and its many sources, such as raw meat, poultry, seafood, and basically anything else that can be contaminated with the bacteria. By doing this, people will become more aware and future outbreaks will be less likely. Thank you.